Hey guys, welcome to the Chase and Hyperspace podcast. I'm Chase. So it's uh it's fucking Wednesday, the 11th. Uh yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm gonna probably try to make about a 40-50 minute video for this episode. I gotta get my shit together and go do some stuff, but I wanted to make a video. So I just kind of spur of the moment kind of thing decided I'm going to do like a 30-day carnivore challenge. And it's gonna be so basically I'm gonna be eating essentially only animal products. So like meat, um, organ meats like beef liver, and I'm gonna have um, the bones that people make broth with or whatever, like soup bones, like beef uh, soup bones. And with this challenge, I don't know for sure, but I think I'm gonna just try to do ruminant animals only. So basically, what that means is like I won't be really having chicken or I might not have turkey. I might. Uh, my work is giving me a free turkey, which is nice. I don't know if I'll eat it. I was thinking of just making it and then serving, like just bringing it back to the break room or whatever, and just having like turkey for everyone or some shit. Like I think that would be a good thing. I don't know. And then um, yeah. So basically, ruminant animals. So like beef, bison, elk, uh, like deer and shit like that. Not so much like chickens and birds and shit like that, or pork. I won't. Yeah, I won't be really having pork. I don't think. Um, I mean, I'm just gonna kind of feel it out and just try to be carnivore. I'm gonna just try to do my best with like the limitations. Just try to keep it as strict as I can. Uh, and the purpose being to kind of eliminate plant toxins, to get into ketosis, to just kind of have like a clean diet to see like what's like try to get it really as clean as I possibly can. And that's kind of, and a lot of people will not know what I'm talking about when I say like as clean as possible, and like saying animals I don't know. Um, So I've done the carnivore diet before. Like there, one time I had like 1 month where I tried it, and it didn't really hold up. I ended up just eating a lot of bullshit um, around the holidays, and then I ended up doing the carnivore diet again for like 6 months, and that time I really felt like I really was able to dial it in much more, and I still feel like it's something I'm still learning how to do. I guess the carnivore diet, how to do it right. I think people can make mistakes, and it can lead to like fatigue, feeling sick. Just I don't know. Um, so basically, like if anyone is thinking about doing any sort of diet, like keto, fucking carnivore, zero carb, even like I think with people who do vegan shit like that, like just just do your research and p- try to avoid getting fucked up. Like people, they'll do these things and there's going to be like trial and error perhaps sometimes with, and there's someone might try like keto or something and then be like, oh, it made me sick. It's the diet. It's the diet is fucked up. It's not I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's always the diet that's to blame. I think that sometimes you just gotta like adjust something. And so yeah, people gotta like do their research on how to dial it in, like it's like why am I feeling like weak or something, like why am I feeling like I don't have any energy, and then people will be like, oh, maybe you should try eating more fat, or adding in more electrolytes, salt, and uh, potassium, and try try adding in a little bit of or try adding in some magnesium, or just random shit like that, or and it's like something like that is good to have like a community around, or even something like fasting or something. It's good to have like a community or something, or like I don't know, to just kind of reach out and to like get help with certain ventures or shit, because you know I think sometimes people try to take things into their own hands in a way, and it can kind of fuck them up, I guess. So yeah, just be careful is the general fucking gist of our human existence. But so yeah, so to start off this carnivore challenge, I guess I'm gonna be trying to do it for like 30 days. So that means I'm gonna be doing it for Thanksgiving. So which means I'm going to try to not I don't know. I'm gonna show up to Thanksgiving and I'm not gonna be eating any of the basically anything at Thanksgiving, except for I'm gonna probably bring some steak, which is gonna be weird. If we even have a Thanksgiving, I don't fucking know. But I'm just gonna think of something crazy. I'm gonna bring stuff. I'm gonna try to bring stuff to Thanksgiving. And yeah, but maybe like maybe make like a what's it called, like a brisket or some shit. I don't know. Um, yeah, bring a brisket makes that would be ridiculous. But yeah, to start off this carnivore challenge, I suppose I'm actually gonna start off with a fast. I know people aren't. I guess in the Bible it says to not talk about fasting. For some reason, I think it's to uh, something about being a hypocrite. So if me talking about fasting makes me a hypocrite, then okay. Uh, I don't know. I don't really know why. I don't know. I guess like in the Bible it says to not talk about fasting, or when people are or when you're fasting or whatever. Um, it says to actually like conceal it too, like to put like oil on your face or in your hair or some shit. Like I don't know. Um, but I'm just gonna say like I'm starting this challenge off by fasting. Uh, so I'm going to be it's gonna be kind of like a modified fast, I suppose, because okay, so I'm gonna talk about the exceptions to this carnivore diet, I suppose, and maybe these exceptions are like a lie, I suppose, but um, it's just what I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna try to like overdo it, I guess. I'm just gonna try to keep it minimal, and perhaps just wean out of it or something like that. Like, so I brought a cup of coffee with me. It's just black coffee. Um, Tastes alright. It's I don't know. It's just black coffee, and so I'll be drinking water with electrolytes in it and stuff. Like I literally just put salt in this water. It's really not that much salt in it because I basically did like a salt load yesterday where it was fucking so stupid actually. But okay, man, I just have so much shit to talk about. Okay, so basically my last like meal or whatever was yesterday, and it's like after I had the meal, I decided to like start this. Um, like I already had the fast planned out. So the fast is going to be until Friday, as far as I know. Unless someone shows up to my fucking house with like a steak or some shit or some burger, then hell yeah, I'll have some. But yeah, I'm gonna be fasting until Friday. I might make some bone broth. Um, that like yeah, I'll probably make some bone broth. Maybe tomorrow, like before I go into work, I'll just put it in the um, slow cooker and just with some water and some salt, and I'll just slow cook and make a broth, and then I'll take the bones out. There might be a little bit of meat in there still, just a little bit, but yeah, it'll basically just be like some bone broth. I I put some actually, my coffee, I put some collagen powder in it. Collagen is an animal product. Um, I don't think collagen can be sourced from anything other than animals. So collagen is like it's like a component to like joints or something like joint health. Or like it can help with joint health and I think formulation or some shit. Like basically like connective tissue or like um, yeah. Uh, I'm trying to think if there's another word. Yeah, like cartilage, I think. I think it's like a component of cartilage. So like what the purpose of like bone broth is basically to kind of extract the collagen out of the cartilage and the bones and the meat and stuff, or it just kind of extracts it all into the water and makes a broth out of it. So it gets in some of that collagen and nutrients and shit like that. It's a good way to get it in, and I think people do like a modified fast where they'll drink bone broth, or maybe someone starts their day off instead of drinking coffee, they drink bone broth. I've heard of that as a way of some people getting off of coffee, and I think that's pretty legit. Like honestly, this just salt in the water. People will use salt as a pre-workout. Okay, and now because I just okay. So another thing too is like I love getting stoned. So I'm pro I think I'm just gonna continue to keep getting stoned for this. So basically like this carnivore challenge, I'm still going to include some coffee. I'm going to try to exclude dairy as much as possible. I'm going to get stoned still. Like I'll probably smoke weed, but honestly, I'm not going to be so I'm going to be vape like trying to vape weed as much as possible. So like this is like a more refined way of getting stoned. It's a cleaner way of getting stoned, I suppose. Like, and what I mean by that is you're not combusting the plant material and getting that burnt, charred like ash and shit into your lungs. You're just getting the vapor from the THC and other cannabinoids and it's relatively like it's like it's almost like dabs or like it's just a refined way of getting stoned, I suppose. And then with so when I do this, it decarboxylates the plant material. So what that means is it cooks it and it makes it active, like it activates the leftover THC and other cannabinoids in the plant material. But then what I do with that, the leftover bud, it's like it turns brown because it's cooked. And then what I do with that is I cook it with butter in like the microwave for like a minute, like 30 seconds to 45 to a minute or whatever, just to get it like nice and like the heat I think kind of pulls the active material and combines it in the fat. It like infuses, or the fat, I think, like I did it with butter. It like infuses, uh, I think the fat molecules or some shit kind of carry. It's like it carries the active compounds of the plant material. It takes the active compounds and infuses it into the fat molecules, I suppose. Like it's like fat soluble, I think. So um so yeah, I'll like or I'll strain, or yeah, I'll basically separate the plant material out. Like I'll take the butter and take the plant material out of the butter after cooking it together. So I'm just left with the butter that has the active material in it, and the butter does turn a certain color. Like it does, the color of the butter changes to kind of like more of like a greenish, brownish kind of thing, because it has the cannabis, like the THC and such inside of it. Um, so yeah, so yeah, I'll do like edibles too that way, like a refined kind of homemade edible thing, and I'll just dispose of like the leftover plant material. So basically, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to avoid consuming plant material. And yeah, so there's going to be some very like trace amounts of plant material and such inside the butter, the basically the THC butter, or the edibles that I make. There's gonna be some like plant compounds in there, I'm sure, but I think I don't know. I think it's just kind of like a more true way of like consuming plants or some shit like that. Like um kind of like the idea of like plants as medicine, I suppose, something like that, though it is like recreational and I want to say medicinal too, or like kind of like a tool or something like that. So I'll still be like consuming some coffee, I'll still be consuming some weed, um but yeah, other than that, I won't be having like cakes and shit. I won't be having I'll be cutting out honey, even. I'll be cutting out. So basically what I was trying to do before, so ever since I did the carnivore diet, or the reason why I did the carnivore diet, is because I felt like it was the truth or some shit like that. Like I felt like a carnivore diet was how I personally would, that's how I could live the truth, or at least not live a lie in I think regards to diet. And I think that is the truth, honestly, because it's kind of like a no factor kind of thing, where it's like, um, say if I eat some food that upsets my stomach or something, or like makes me have to use the bathroom like crazy, or I don't know what the, like makes me sick essentially, like if I eat some food that makes me sick, uh, and I'm like, why me kind of thing, it's because I ate that food that made me sick. And so like I feel like I am like very I've just kind of tried to listen to my body over the years, I suppose. And it's like I'll try things, and maybe, I don't know, there's always that kind of room for like, what if there's just a certain way of doing it and I'm not doing it right. I don't know. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's been like a negative effect of certain foods, so I'm basically going on a restrictive diet to just kind of get rid of all the negatives, I suppose, that I've experienced from a lot of foods. Like, so I've tried to go on like a restrictive diet of like, um, I've tried different things. Like I've tried eating dates and tropical fruits, mangoes, or not mangoes, but yeah, I've tried eating mangoes and shit, even oranges and fucking I've tried eating what else? Uh, Squash. Yeah, I tried eating squash, and yeah, like I tried eating clean carbs, I suppose. Honey is okay, but I don't know. There's just like certain foods like where it's like, okay, this is like a good one. This is a good source of carbohydrates and stuff. Like this will help me out. And honestly, I do think of a lot of that stuff as sort of like a crutch in a way to doing a carnivore diet or to something that could be better. Like honestly, like a diet. I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like maybe rice is okay, but even then, I don't know. I kind of feel like some of those things are kind of like it's like a crutch or like it's like a it kind of is it blocks I think what it is it's kind of like a filler. People will try to use like clean carbs, I think, as a way to fill up on something that is less harmful rather than more harmful, you know? Um, I think that's kind of what it is, and I think like honestly, I think a carnivore diet is, when done right, is like there's no filler. It's just nutrition essentially, and that's kind of what I think of the carnivore diet as, is just like the most nutrient dense. So there's all these like diets and shit. So I think a lot of people kind of have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to any kind of fucking diet. So a lot of people just kind of give up and just think it's all bullshit. But I don't think it's all bullshit. I think there's positive kind of life changing kind of I don't know. I think a carnivore diet can. I don't know. I really think it's kind of like a. It's like a mode or something. So the carnivore diet and also fasting, I think they kind of. There's like two different. I don't know. It's like they're like different modes, I think, or some shit like that. There's like the carnivorous mode or some shit like that, or the carnivore mode. Fuck, dude. Um, so yeah, it's like I'm trying to get into that carnivore mode. Yeah, so that's all it is, I guess. I'm not trying to get into that herbivore mode. Uh, so yeah, uh, n- no disrespect to any herbivores. I guess that herbivores are cool. I like to eat them, I guess. But sorry, that was kind of savage, I guess. But and probably also, I don't know, I'm fucking cringe too, but that's who I am. So um, who I am right now, I guess. So yeah, also be doing no fap, which basically means I'm not gonna be yanking my chain or whatever. I don't know how to fucking say it. I'm gonna be trying to n- so basically what I what kind of made me want to try to like get into nofap, I guess, was like the idea of like I heard someone talking about it as if um I was watching this YouTube video by Meme Analysis, and it's about the psychology of the Coomer, like Coomer, yeah. And that shit is fucked up, dude. That's basically the extreme characteristic of someone who is just a completely obsessed and consumed and addicted to like porn and masturbation and shit. Like it's their entire drive, and it's so ridiculous. But it's like there's some truth to it, where like some people, they're basically so like inwardly like um, they basically, instead of being fulfilled from like relationships and shit like that, they're fulfilled by their own like pleasure seeking or some shit like that. It's basically like it's like being connected to other people and just totally like going inwards, I guess, and being a kind of like a little self-contained fucking uh little fucking, I don't know, like being basically disinhibited from other people or some shit like that. So I don't know. I'm just like, okay, I'd rather have relationships, I guess, than to continue this kind of or to do this thing. Basically, I feel like I'd rather do no fap at this point, for the sake of just like I want to connect with other people, I guess, or I want to have like meaningful relationships. So yeah, I think or fapping or masturbation or whatever is actually pretty fucking I don't want to say completely meaningless, but it feels like it's not the it's like there's gotta be something better than that shit. So yeah, that's all there is to it. I think it's a positive step, I guess. Uh, there's one time there's this girl who has said, they were saying how a man should be able to like control themselves or some shit like that. So, or like a man has control over themselves. So it's like, yeah, you gotta fucking control yourself. I don't know. I think in a way, I don't know if this is actually the truth or not, but I kind of feel like this is so fucking random, but I kind of feel like the ideal. Okay, okay, so I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be watching this fucking shit, but I just kind of feel like if there's a way of saying it, okay, in my voice or in my head, it's like just fucking say it, okay. So I'm just gonna say it. If you, if you can't handle shit sometimes, then don't watch. Do not watch this shit, okay? Just don't watch my shit if you can't fucking handle shit, okay? Just don't. Like, that's all there. Close this. Don't do something else, okay? If you're going to just if you're just gonna, like, get triggered, like, just don't watch this shit. Don't. Like, you don't have to. Like, you don't. I don't know. Like, just do something. Do something else, okay? You don't have. I'm warning you, basically. If you get triggered by this shit, I'm telling you, you don't have to watch this shit, okay? So, okay. So, basically, I feel like, women or something are like I don't know if this is the truth, but I kind of think of like Bella Delphine or whatever her name is. I feel like she is kind of like I don't know. I think she kind of serves as like a role model for women in a weird, fucked up way. At least I think she like inspires a lot of like girls and stuff, for better or for worse. And basically because she's like really attractive, I think, to a lot of guys and stuff. And uh, I think it's like this thing where I think she just kind of goes with it, I guess. Like she is really I guess she like celebrates like pleasure or some shit like that. She does basically like I don't fucking know. But I feel like she like celebrates pleasure in a weird kind of way. And then I feel like guys or like men, they can like celebrate pleasure, but it's kind of like in the opposite way, where it's I think women are extremely like sexualized and stuff, to where I think men are supposed to be like they're supposed to like have discipline and like control over themselves and just like it's like it's kind of like that thing where it's like the unmovable object versus the unstoppable force or some shit like that, where it's the unmovable object versus the unstoppable force. And I think that's kind of, I don't know what the fuck I mean by that exactly, but it's like these counter forces or some shit where it's like I think men are supposed to yeah, just have fucking discipline, you know, and to be yeah, to just like have control over themselves. And like I think women are can be kind of free in a way to like do their thing, I guess, and to like be attractive, to where men are supposed to be like, yes, this is attractive, but that is not all that there is, I guess. Or that there's something beyond that that okay, I think I get what it is. I think it's kind of like I think beauty in a way, or it's like this. There's like this seduction or something, and the seduction is there to kind of, for the female perspective, they're like they have like they have like this seducing element about them, and it's like this thing where it's like a it's like bait or something like that, where it's like they see it's like this is who they really are, and then they have like this bait, which is like the physical kind of attractive but not like permanent thing, versus the permanent spirit or whatever. And it's like the bait is this physical attractive beauty thing. So it's like they see like a man or whatever coming in, and then it's like uh, the beauty is there as like bait, essentially, to know if the man is like really in it for like that permanent relationship, I suppose, or that spiritual kind of soul bond kind of thing. So like the beauty is there. So if the man goes for that, the beauty, like it's kind of like I think physical desire or something like that is like bait. Like I said, that beauty, that seduction, or whatever, it's like bait, but it's like bait with parasites. So what I mean by that is like that like predatory kind of like I want to say reptilian kind of, I don't know why I say fucking reptilian, like snake, like a fucking snake is going in, and it's like they just bite onto that fucking thing, but that thing like almost like detaches and it just fucks them up. Like I don't know how to fucking explain it, but that's just kind of how I view it, I guess. It's kind of like if you're gonna be seduced by that thing that's not permanent, it's going to kind of expedite uh, that predator's kind of death or some shit like that. Like they're not gonna live very long. It's gonna be insatiable. It's not gonna be like really fulfilling, and I don't know. It's like if a person just eats nothing but bread. I don't know. It's gonna fuck them up and kill them quicker probably than actually sustain them. Um, yeah, I should I should probably cut this episode soon. But okay, so is there anything left I wanna say? So yeah, this carnivore challenge is basically, so my last meal was yesterday morning, and honestly it was probably about like 2,000 calories, so it was extremely at a deficit for me because normally my because my Fitbit said I burned, oh, probably, I didn't look exactly, but I know it's over 5,000, probably about 5,500 or something. So it's like that was an extreme deficit for yesterday, and the reason why is because I just want to get into a deficit, into ketosis. Like basically, it's like you push a deficit so fucking hard that if you have body fat like me, you got fucking tits and shit. You, I mean, there's. I don't mean like literally like it. Like if say if a female they have like breasts and shit, like you don't want to lose that shit. What I'm trying to lose is like body fat. So I'm pushing a deficit so hard to where it's like my goal is to run off of body fat and to basically detox myself of my last meal was like a ribeye, like a pound of ribeye or something. You know, I put honey in my coffee. Um, I don't know. I think that was about it. I don't know. There was something else I think I just can't recall. But yeah, um, so yeah, that was my last meal, and that was yesterday morning. I'll be fine doing this fast. I might feel moments of like weakness, but I know it's like a psychological thing or something where it's like it's basically demand driven. So basically, what my body is going to try to do is it's going to try to be in reserve kind of life, or it's going to be like in reserve mode or something like that. So my body is not going to want to burn energy for any kind of bullshit tasks. So basically, it's like if there's something I really have to do, if I need to do it, I'll do it. And I can get into that fight or flight adrenaline, like I can get in that mode, you know. I know I can get into like an adrenaline kind of response. Like I can turn it on essentially. Like I know I can do that even if I'm fasting. I and a caveat to that is I'm also consuming a lot of salts, like a lot more than normal. So like um, it helps me to keep my energy good. I don't know. It's like I don't know why, but I feel like salt and potassium and electrolytes and shit like that. It's almost like it helps keep like a good current of like energy or some shit, like my conductivity and shit like that. It helps me stay like focused and like um, just feeling like good. I don't know. So, and also staying hydrated too helps. But not too hydrated, just like a good balance of hydration and electrolytes and stuff. So like I'll salt my water up, but it won't taste bad. It'll taste like actually it'll taste really good to where like regular just flat water won't taste good. And the reason why is because like I know that it's just gonna deplete me of my minerals. Like I'll just piss that shit out and then I'll feel horrible. So basically what I'm trying to say is like um, my methods is like people may not really understand them and that's fine, but it's like I feel like I have like a confidence in what I'm doing to where um, I feel like I can still be a productive functioning fucking human being. I'm not gonna be getting lightheaded and fucking falling over and shit like that. I'm not gonna be like wasting away my muscles. I mean there might be some very slight if I were to just fucking fast for like 30 days, yeah, I might lose a little bit of muscle mass, but honestly, that might be negligible and easily built back, I guess. But but it's not gonna be like sarcopenia where it's like my connective tissue is like all fucked up and my ligaments are just like atrophying and shit like that. It's not gonna be anything like that. It's just gonna be me running off of body fat. That's what I'm going for at least. just changing the fuel source, okay? It's like everyone has a fuel source, okay? I'm not just taking away all fuel as such. I'm not just gonna be like dead, okay? I'm gonna be running off of fuel still. It's just the fuel is gonna be fat, and sometimes the transition into running off of fat can be kind of stressful, I guess. Like it's like the body definitely doesn't prefer to run on fat in a way. Like we store fat because it is a preferred kind of lighter weight storage than running off of glucose, but like we burn up glucose first, so or we'll have some glucose still. Like that's what I mean. I can still turn it on because I believe the liver or whatever the fuck produces glucose, it even if you take away glucose, we can still produce it via like protein and such, like gluconeogenesis and shit like that. But okay, I gotta fucking cut this. I gotta cut this episode short. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be updating you guys on this fucking challenge I'm doing. So 30 days, which means today is November 11th. So probably, I don't know the exact day when. Two, I don't know. Probably like November 10 to I'll just say technically it starts today because yesterday I did have some carbs, so today will be the first day. Um, though I felt like I started it yesterday. I don't know. I'll just say like November to December 10th or some shit like that. I don't know. Just 30 days, whatever. I'll probably try to actually continue the carnivore diet, but this is just the initial 30-day transition period, so 30 days of carnivore challenge. So, alright, guys, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling nice. I'm in slight ketosis already. I did a urinalysis, like a piss test kind of thing, and keto strips or whatever. I'm in slight ketosis already, feeling good. I'm getting a really good sleep already. I think that's because my body is in that rest kind of mode, you know. I think I'm probably gonna sleep a lot at first, and then once I'm like I have so much sleep or whatever, I'm gonna kind of get into that a little bit more survival mode where. So I'm gonna be fasting. I got to say, but I'm gonna be fasting until Friday. So today's Wednesday. So it's gonna be probably about a 24, 48. So it's gonna be like a 72, 80, 90. It's gonna be like 72-hour fast basically to kind of just kick off this carnivore diet. So I might have if someone has some jerky or some shit, yeah, I'll go for it. Unless it's some bullshit jerky that has like sugars and this bullshit in it, I'm not gonna have that. I'm straight up carnivore diet. I mean, besides weed and coffee, and honestly, those things will be as minimal as can be. Maybe some slight spices like pepper or some shit, or cayenne. Yeah, I might have some cayenne still. I might hit the lemon juice. I might hit some apple cider vinegar, but I won't be. That's like that shit is basically negligible. I'm not gonna be consuming any real calories, I want to say, from plants. Okay, so and yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It's like no calories from plants. If apple cider vinegar lemon juice has slight calories, then sure, but that's about it. So alright, y'all, I'm gonna be cutting out dairy too as much as possible. I still have some butter. I'm gonna be using that a little bit maybe, unless I give it all to someone. I don't know. I'm gonna be trying to get tallow. I'm gonna be consuming a lot more fat. My diet is gonna look so ridiculous because I burn so many calories, and then it's gonna be carnivore. It's gonna be like carnivore, and I'm gonna try to maintain like eating 5,000 calories a day. After I break this fast, I'm gonna probably eat 2-3 meals a day, something like that. It's gonna be ridiculous. I look forward to it. I look forward to the month. I know there might be some challenges, like there might be some transitional challenges to getting into ketosis, but the reason why I'm doing a month is because I want to get over that wall, that transition period, and really get into the carnivore diet and to just feel good from it, you know. So I think it's just going to be a net positive thing, you know, get more protein in and nutrition in for that month or whatever, and I might continue it longer. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. Um, Peace and love and happiness and ketosis. All right. Uh, be prepared. Be prepared for me to become a zealot too. All right. Peace, y'all. Bye. Peace, love, happiness, joy, all that shit. Peace.